Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mess in the Middle with Jess. I am Jess, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in today. So this is about being a parent and being a mom. Being a mom is no joke, and being a mom of multiples can be insane at times. And just when you think that you have it all together, something happens and the world is saying, nope, you do not have this. So in a world where it is all about the highlight reel on Facebook of the perfectly matchy family photos. Now, if you have one, just know I love them and I personally want one with my family, but that's not the point of this. As a mom of multiple children and 3 that are super close in age, I want to tell you that it's messy and that it can be ugly. I've said some terrible things. I've yelled at the top of my lungs, and I mean the top of my lungs, be quiet, like, haven't we all? And I've thought even worse. So here's the thing. It is not going to end tomorrow. It is not going to end the day after that. And it's not even going to end next year. You are going to be stretched. You are going to be pushed. You are going to be torn apart along the way. And don't get me wrong, there are absolutely amazing moments that happen in life because you're a parent. But that's not what this episode is about. It is about the overwhelming, the discouraging, those get me out of here moments when you think, I didn't sign up for this. Or you think, no one told me it was going to be this hard. And the truth is they probably did, but you didn't believe them. So at this point, you're probably like, okay, Jess, thanks for the encouragement. But just stick with me. I have some ideas for you that I think will really help you, not just to get through, but to be able to enjoy more and more days with your little ones. So I want you to remember a few things before I jump into my personal story. I want you to remember that it's a season. And the good thing about seasons is although they are long, they end. Okay, so this is a season. The other thing I want you to remember is you are not alone. And this is a great thing to remember because there are a lot of moms out there, a lot of dads out there that are doing this right now. And the good news is there's a lot that have already done it and they survived and their kids survived too. So take encouragement from that. The third thing to remember is it's normal. It is so normal to have the feelings of discouragement and being overwhelmed in those moments, right? It is so normal. And I also want you to remember that you do not have to feel bad or guilty. And this is huge because we, specifically as moms, can get stuck there. We feel guilty about not having enough time, not spending enough time, or wanting to do other things, whatever it is that makes you feel bad or guilty, you get stuck. And when you get stuck, you're not moving forward. And to get stuck in that space, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be there very long. So for those of you that don't know, I have 4 children. 3 boys that Eric and I had, gosh, it seems like so long ago because they are 13, almost 12, and 10. And then we have our 4-year-old daughter that we adopted last year. But this story is about when the boys were little. Now, when we had our youngest son in 2007, the moment he was born, I had 3 that were 3 and under. It was crazy, it was busy, and I had all 3 of them in diapers at once. The expense alone of having to buy that many diapers in a month is enough to make you a grump. But at the time, I wasn't a working mom, all right? I stayed home. I do know firsthand how challenging and difficult it can be to wear so many hats, whether you are a working mom, you choose to do that, or you're able, or you choose to stay home. It doesn't matter. But during those 6 years, I was seriously the most depressed I have ever been. Now, I wasn't depressed all 6 years, but for big chunks of that time, I was down. I was just really struggling. So with my kids, our interactions were very challenging. I was struggling with staying conscious because I was so sleep deprived. I didn't really like myself. When it all boils down to it, I didn't like the person that I had become. I really needed to navigate the new me. And the new me was this young mom with 3 tiny humans that needed me for everything, for their survival. And that's a lot of pressure. And we set ourselves up to fail. Honestly, we do. We compare ourselves. Let's talk about the things we compare. We compare our appearance. We compare our relationships. we compare our parenting skills, we even compare our house cleaning abilities, and we compare them to everyone, and we conclude that they've got it all together and we are a failure at this whole mom thing. So I'm here to tell you that if you're thinking that, you're wrong. You are so wrong to be comparing yourself to other moms. And I'm speaking to myself here because I have done the same thing, comparing myself to other moms. And these are moms I've either created in my head that have it all together, or I see them on Facebook, and you all know if it's on Facebook, it's real. And so the thing I want you to remember about this is she doesn't exist. That perfect mom that you've got, that you've created, or that you think you know, she doesn't exist. So what do you do with this new knowledge, right? The knowledge that no one's perfect, that you don't need to be. No one expects perfection from you. Your job is actually to find the joy in the chaos, to grow from your struggles, and to keep working to be the best version of you so you can be the best mom to them. So I have 5 things I think will really help kind of with this process of getting from point A to point B. A being where you are like down in the dumps and frustrated and discouraged and overwhelmed. And B being could be getting to the next day or to the next stage. Number 1, forgiveness. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop being so hard on what you've done in the past, or even yesterday, or even this morning, or what you haven't done. Forgive yourself. Number 2 is grace. You won't be perfect moving forward, so leave room for grace. And when you make a mistake, or you make 2 or 3, it's okay. Acknowledge it and then move on. The third one is find support. Now this one's huge. If I could put it like in a big neon sign, I would. Find support. You cannot do this alone. Find your tribe. Find the people that you can do these day-to-day, tedious, boring moments with, and also those moments where you go, I cannot believe this just happened, and not in a good way. Those things, because they will help the moments to be more enjoyable, even laughable, which kind of leads me into my 4th point. Find humor. Nothing diffuses a situation like humor. Be able and learn to laugh at yourself and laugh at all the crazy things that your kids do. And the 5th one is be courageous. Now, this crazy road of parenting is literally the toughest thing I have ever done. It's painful, and I truly believe that courage is a necessary requirement to make it through. So if you guys like this video, be sure to turn on your notifications so you won't miss my next episode, and feel free to share this video too. And remember, the middle is messy. It's all in how you handle it. Thanks for joining me today, you guys. Bye.